The world is going to test you every single day. It's going to throw stones, push you around, and try to convince you that it's not worth it to keep going. But let me tell you a truth that no one talks about. Life is never going to be easy. It was never meant to be easy, and that's a good thing. Because it's exactly through difficulty that you transform. You want a big life? Then stop expecting it to come wrapped in a gift box. Every achievement that's truly worth it comes with sweat, exhaustion, and a whole lot of struggle. You need to stop blaming the world. Stop hiding behind your excuses. Stop thinking your circumstances define you. They don't. What defines you is how you act in the face of them. Every time you rise when you could have stayed down, you change the direction of your story. The difference between those who achieve and those who only dream lies in persistence, discipline, and the courage to keep going even when everything screams for you to stop. Comfort is the most silent poison there is. You don't even notice, but it slowly creeps in, settles, and takes over. And by the time you realize it, you've stopped dreaming, stopped trying, stopped believing. That's why you need to be in constant war against laziness, against procrastination, against the urge to give up. Nothing worthwhile is going to come easy. Whatever path you choose, there will be pain, there will be sacrifice. The difference is that some paths lead you to a future that's worth it, while others just keep you stuck in place. Discipline isn't about acting only when you feel motivated. It's about showing up especially when you don't feel like it. It's about getting up even when you're tired. It's about repeating the effort even when you don't see results yet. Because results do come, but only for those who stay. Only for those who endure. Only for those who have decided that they won't stop until they make it. Discipline is what builds the bridge between who you are today and who you want to be tomorrow. You want results? Then start understanding that no one's going to do it for you. Life doesn't owe anyone anything. Is the world unfair? Yes, it is. And it always will be. But that can't be your excuse. That has to be your fuel. It's you versus you. It always has been. And the day you truly get that, everything changes. You stop asking, stop waiting, and you start acting. Everything you need is already inside of you. The strength, the courage, the discipline. But they only show up when you decide you're done living a half-life. When you decide you're done trading your dreams for comfort, for distraction, for excuses. Stop negotiating with mediocrity. You deserve more, but you'll only have more when you earn it. If your life today isn't what you want it to be, look in the mirror and ask, what depends on me? Because the answer is everything. Everything depends on you. There are no shortcuts to a real life. No magic formula. No hidden secret. There's only work. Hard work. Smart work. Consistent work. You have to stop chasing fast solutions and start investing in building yourself. Your future depends on the discipline you build today, on how much you can keep going even when no one is clapping, even when no one is watching. Because true progress happens in silence. When you choose to study instead of complain. When you choose to work instead of distract yourself. When you choose to focus on what needs to be done, not on what brings temporary pleasure. Every choice matters. Every habit counts. Every small victory is a building block. And success doesn't come from one giant leap, but from 1,000 small steps taken daily in the right direction. That's what gets you there. You're not going to get far if you keep living based on your momentary feelings. There'll be days you won't feel like getting up. There'll be weeks where nothing makes sense. It'll feel like the world is conspiring against you. But that's exactly when you need to remember. Your feelings don't control you. Your purpose does. Your commitment to your dreams has to be greater than your desire to stop. That's the difference between those who make it and those who fall behind. The ones who make it no pain is part of the process. And they accept it, and they keep going anyway, because they know pain passes, but the regret of giving up stays. So you need to make a choice today. Are you going to keep being a slave to your impulses? Or will you learn to obey your own mission? Will you keep chasing motivation? Or will you cultivate discipline? Because only discipline gets you where you want to go. It's discipline that turns someday into today, maybe into certainty, and what if into reality. You need to understand once and for all, no one is coming to save you. No one's going to show up, grab your hand, and walk you to your goals. If you want to win, you have to fight. If you want to change, you have to act. You can't keep outsourcing the responsibility for your life. You can't keep blaming your past, people, luck, or destiny. All of that is just distraction. It's an escape, a way to avoid facing the truth. Your life is a reflection of your choices. And if you want a different reflection, you need to make different decisions. Wake up earlier. Go to bed later. Dedicate yourself more. Complain less. No one's going to give you what you want, but life will offer opportunities if you're ready. And only those who didn't quit after the first failure will be ready. Only those who kept going after the first no. Only those who kept moving when everything said it's over. Because in the end, it's not the smartest who wins. It's the one who lasts the longest in the fight. The truth is, you already know what needs to be done. You just don't do it because it hurts, because it demands effort, because it pulls you out of your comfort zone. But understand this, the pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret, that one lasts forever. How many times have you caught yourself thinking, I could have done more? How many times did you put it off, thinking you'd have more time? The problem is, time doesn't wait. Life moves too fast for you to keep postponing your potential. Every minute you waste, someone else is using to get better. And there's no use envying someone who's winning if you're not willing to pay the price. Because yes, there is a price. A high price. But that's exactly what separates the ones who try from the ones who make it. The ones who wish from the ones who do. So the question is, do you really want it? Because if you do, start now. Do it afraid. Do it with doubt. Do it tired. But do it. Because it's in the doing that you transform. Stop romanticizing the idea that success is a comfortable place. Success is daily discomfort. It's getting out of bed when all you want is to keep sleeping. It's training when your body begs for rest. It's studying when your mind craves distraction. Success is saying no to everything that pulls you away from your focus. And you know what the biggest enemy of your success is? It's not failure. It's distraction. It's the just for today. The 5 more minutes. The I'll start on Monday. These little habits sabotage big dreams. You want to change your life? Then start by cutting out everything that keeps you stuck in the same place. Clean out your actions, your excuses, your habits. Have the courage to let go of what's easy now to conquer what's great later. The difference between who you are and who you want to be lies in what you're willing to do every day. Even when no one's watching, even when no one's demanding it from you. No one's going to applaud your effort in the beginning. No one's going to see the sleepless nights, the no's you swallowed in silence, the days you wanted to quit but didn't. But one day, the results will speak for you. And then, they'll call you lucky, blessed, or talented. But only you will know what you had to sacrifice to get there. That's why you can't work for applause. You have to work for purpose. Because only purpose is strong enough to hold you up on the hard days. And they will come. Life will test you until it's sure you deserve what you're asking for. It will put you in situations where your only option is to keep going. And that's exactly where most people quit. Because it hurts. Because it's exhausting. Because it feels like it's not worth it. But let me tell you something. It is worth it. Every second. Every tear. Every ounce of effort. Just keep going. Because up ahead, all of this will make sense. You don't need to wait for motivation to start. That's a trap that keeps you stuck. Because motivation is unstable. It comes and goes. And if you depend on it, you'll never build anything solid. What you need is commitment. Commitment to the person you want to become. To the future you dream of living. That's what keeps you moving when everything feels hard. That's what gets you out of bed on gray days. Pushes you forward even when you don't see immediate results. The world doesn't reward those who act only when they're excited. It rewards those who show up with consistency. The ones who show up every day, rain or shine, ready or not. Because in the end, it's not about who starts the strongest, but who lasts the longest. And believe me, the more you take action, the stronger your mindset becomes. And the stronger your mind, the weaker fear, doubt, and procrastination get. You need to stop negotiating with your mind. Because it will always try to convince you that it's better to rest, to leave it for tomorrow, to take the easy way. Your mind was programmed to protect you, not to transform you. But if you want an above-average life, you need to act above average. You need to be more disciplined than comfortable. You need to do what has to be done, even when everything inside you is screaming to give up. And it's in those moments that you set yourself apart. Because most people stop. Most people listen to that voice and obey. You can't be most people. You need to be the kind of person who, when thinking of quitting, remembers why they started. Who has clarity on where they want to go. Because the person with a strong enough why can face any how. So next time your mind tries to sabotage you, look in the mirror and say, I didn't come this far just to stop. Every time you choose the harder path, you grow stronger. Every time you choose the easier one, you grow weaker. And this builds up day after day, choice after choice, until down the line you come face to face with two versions of yourself. One that grew, evolved, and conquered, and one that stayed behind, full of regrets, looking at life with that bitter what if feeling. Don't be that version. Don't let laziness, fear, or doubt decide your future. Because the future is being shaped now in the quiet choices no one sees, in the sacrifices you make when no one's watching. And the more committed you are to what you want, the less room you give to what holds you back. Be radical with anything that hinders your progress, and be loyal to everything that gets you closer to your dreams. Because in the end, either you build the life you want, or you settle for the one that's left. You are not what you feel. You are what you choose to do regardless of what you feel. There are days when you wake up tired, unmotivated, with that voice in your head saying nothing is working. But it doesn't define you. What defines you are the actions that you take even in those days. True mental strength appears when everything is difficult, and yet you follow. When the will to stop is immense, but you decide to take another step. When the mind is full of excuses, but your heart remembers the purpose. No one will build this life for you. No one will fight in your place. The responsibility is yours. And that's liberating, because it means that you also have the power to turn this game around. Every firm decision, every difficult choice, every disciplined attitude is a brick that you place in the construction of your freedom. There is no shortcut. There is work, but it's worth it. Because when you finally look back, you will see that every sacrifice has brought you exactly where you wanted to be. Stop expecting the world to be fair to you just because you are a good person. Life does not reward intentions, it rewards attitudes. It is no use just dreaming, only wishing, only planning. You need to act, and act with intensity, courage, focus. Because while you are waiting for the ideal moment, there is someone out there facing fear, overcoming pain, and building what you want. Time stops for no one. Either you use it to your advantage, or it will pass over you. And everyone you admire today, one day had to make a difficult decision. Continue being dominated by excuses, or take control of their own history. They chose to act. And you, will you choose what? Will you keep postponing? Will you continue sabotaging yourself? Or will you finally stand up and show what it's made of? The choice is yours. Always has been. And that choice changes everything. You need to understand one thing once and for all. No one will believe you until you prove it. And that's not a bad thing. It's an opportunity. Because when no one bets on you, you have the chance to silence the world with attitudes. It is in the silence of your efforts that you build the noise of your victory. People can doubt, ignore you, underestimate you. But they can't stop a particular individual. Determination is when you follow even without applause, even without support, even without recognition. Because deep down, you know that you are building something bigger. And when this bigger happens, it will not be a coincidence. It will be consequence. It is not about proving to others. It is about proving to yourself that you are greater than your fears, greater than your excuses, greater than the circumstances. Your life changes the moment you decide that nothing else will stop you.